Hello again, everyone. So I had some technical issues, and I really hope that my sound is back on again. I just had to restart my computer, and yeah, I guess I'll just have to tell the whole story again. No worries about that. And I have like one idea why the sound was off because I opened up both um, my OBS, the streaming program that I'm using, and then the recording software at the same time. And maybe that's getting my hot computer in trouble because it's a hot day and maybe it was too much. I don't know. But yeah, but I am back again from Ærø. I went there on Thursday and back again yesterday, Saturday. And we were actually very effective. When we got there, we just right away started recording our songs. And we ate on the ferry, so we had some energy for that. And I think we used like 4 or 5 hours or something like that to get it done. But I think it's a very good result, and I'm really looking forward to hear the final. So the producer is just gonna tune things up and gonna send it to us maybe next week. So, and now we are actually just talking about what to do with the music videos, because if you've seen the Nothing Else Matters, we would like some kind of that vibe from the saloon. There are two versions, but I actually mostly like the version where it's more calm and it's just us playing inside a nice room. And I think it's gonna be on both channels. I think we decided that because we have like to get advantage of our followers, because or else it would mean that we should start our own channel, channel combined, and we are both producing our different stuff. So I think it would be best if we're just gonna put it on both our channels. You can listen to it both places, and we did that actually with the other songs we recorded. And yeah, actually YouTube has a flaw, I think, because it would be so nice if you could like collaborate with other musicians or other channels. And nice to hear the sound is good. But it would be such a good idea if like two musicians are making something together and there could like be this main video that leads to two channels. But maybe that will come someday. I don't know. It would just be so smart. So yeah, that was my weekend, and I'm quite tired actually. So I don't regret that I planned to record something today, but I'm glad that it's not something that is very difficult. So I can kind of relax at the same time. It was a kind of a long drive at home, because there was an accident on one of our bridges, the big bridge we have here in Denmark connecting two big islands. I wasn't a part of it, fortunately, but they closed down the bridge for several hours, and so it took a long time to get home. So I have been tired today, let's say so. Yeah, the combined channel, I should write, I don't know if there is like an idea box for YouTube, but it would be so much easier. Also if you're thinking about the monetizing part, because when you get enough followers and enough view hours, you can get your videos monetized and earn some money of that. And that would be so cool if you could like split that in two, and don't worry about that. But yeah, so we're gonna have it on both our channels. So today I wanted to record the Concerning Hobbits. So it's a piece of music that I adore, and I have played it many times at concerts. I think it's nice because it's suits violin and people recognize it, and I just thought that that could be a good in-between cover to do the next one. And I think I will just practice it just a bit before recording it, and then let's hope that my computer can handle both softwares. Oh. And I brought my cloth so I don't get marks. And actually there is a bit of a change that I did in the start. It's really typical me that I it's not that I get bored by doing the same thing, but I just get new ideas along the way. And usually I play this part like just regular notes. But I thought, what could it be cool or not cool to do harmonics instead, these kind of whistle notes. But that needs some more practice if I'm gonna do that. And so yeah, let me know what I can just try to play it again, and I would like to know if I can play the two different versions alongside, and then you can give your opinion what you like best. So the regular one. And then we'll go. And of course it would need so much more practice. So yeah, I'll just continue just a bit. So, if I could play the regular one and the harmonic one both in the recording, if the phrase is repeated. Yeah, and it actually gets repeated in the last bit. It starts with this and ends with it. So I could actually do both, and I could also maybe cut it. cheat in a way. um, if I'm sitting in the same direction and having this microphone in the same way, I think I wouldn't be able to hear if I'm just moving the phrase a bit. So that's a good thought, and then I don't have to decide right away. And I haven't said anything about that. Unfortunately, not for a new concert. I would love to have a new concert in Germany together with the people from the Tolkien ensemble. But for now, it's not. There isn't any. I think they talked about they wanted us back in 2027, but there is a bit long way there. But I just, I just liked the music, so I thought, why not just do a cover version on my channel of this one. Actually, these harmonics are really hard to do, and they're nice when you get them just right. And here it's kind of important that you don't vibrate on your left hand, because that disturbs the harmonic thing. And I don't know if you know how to do it on a violin or know something about it, but it's pressing one finger down, and then the fifth note from the note that you're pressing regular, you keep like just only touching the string very lightly, and that makes a higher sound. So to play this note, there are no way of cheating this one, because you get it or you don't get the note. You can't like slide it up or anything like that. And then also another very technical violin thing to have in mind here is that when you're down in your first position, you have a kind of this one kind of a distance between your first and your fourth finger. And if you go higher up, that position gets more narrow, because there are less space between the notes, the higher you up the violin you get. So, just to make it more tricky, I've always loved to do harmonics, but they are still tricky. And it's similar to playing guitar, the artificial harmonics. I didn't know that. That's cool. I have to Google that afterwards to listen to that. Okay. think I am ready. And just cross our fingers that my computer is ready for having two open softwares at the same time. I'm only using something called waveform, and I don't think it takes so much energy, but you never know. So I have my first input, which is, I think that is my, oh well, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, so the first input is my Shure microphone, and then I'm using the second input as my violin microphone. And that is connected to my Focusrite. Not sponsored, I'm just showing you for fun's sake. So, oh, you can't see it for this one. So I'm using one of these. Works well, and it has phantom power, which my microphone for my violin uses. So, and yeah. I think I'll just jump into it. Okay, that was one try. We'll just try again. And I said it was an easy one. Let me just try to, you know what, I am gonna close down the program. Oh, you can see some of my background, that's nice. You knew this would be hard, yeah. Actually, I think I might have to rethink this, since I have an alright computer, but apparently it's a hard job for it to do. So, and with half an hour left, I think I would just practice this one And when we're done, I'm just gonna record it very quickly. Let's see how quickly it can go, but I think I'm gonna not do it live. So yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do. And then when I get a stronger computer someday, when I have lots of millions of followers on YouTube, not gonna laugh about that, but that could be fun someday. Then I can do that too. And why is it that when I stop recording, I'm just getting better? And it's because you don't have that pressure on you to do it correctly, and then you just do it better. It's so weird. I experienced that together with Søren actually, because we there was a place that actually Hotel California was the hardest one, and I don't know, that was not a great thing to do, but we ended recording that last when we were actually a bit tired. So we used a lot of time getting that right. And then we were like, okay, that was a take that we kind of liked. Let's just take one more, take just for fun. And then the just for fun take was actually the best one. So yeah, I don't know if you know that too, if you're recording, but it's you have to have your mind and mentally be at the right place. I don't know, how is the weather at your place, because it's quite hot here. I don't know. Somehow when I'm practicing, it's like you're concentrating so much that it feels like you're getting twice as hot as before starting. And of course, I'm also doing something about my curtains when I'm live streaming, so I can kind of control the light, and so no open windows and such. That doesn't help a bit. Oh, that is so nice to get a quote from the book. For things are made to endure in the Shire, passing from one generation to the next. There's always been a Baggins, and maybe there is more. No, that's nice. So now I'm just gonna pretend that I'm going to record. I'm not gonna record it, but just pretending, because I also have this bad habit of just stopping and starting over again when there is something that I didn't like, and the flow is also very important to have. So oh, that's great. Starting to watch all of the movies again, making a marathon. I would like to do that too again. I don't know if you've watched them before though, but I have, and I could watch them again. Perfect timing, sure. So as I played this, I could definitely hear what I wanted to practice a bit more on, but that's actually, it's important to take it in one take also, just to see what you need to practice on, and not just covering it up with, oh, let me just take it once more and just go back a bit, or take it a bit slower, and then when you get to the recording part, um, it surprises you that you can't play it through. It's not good. So. You know, I started playing the violin when I was 4 years old. So I was a small child when, you know, the world of the violin opened up, and I remember the first time that I could show that I could play, that you could play like these harmonics on an instrument, and I just thought it was like kind of magic, because it sounds magic, and it is kind of, you know, you get a magic note on top of the other note. And yeah, sometimes it's just you have to think about those small moments where you kind of like fell in love with your instrument. um, and you know, sometimes resonance on that feeling, because it's it's never dull. And well, sometimes I still feel like it's kind of magic to be able to get this out of this fine instrument. So Oh yeah, I asked about the weather. And I remember that's in Sweden, isn't that correct? Uh, and I think we're gonna enjoy it now today because the next week or 2 weeks it's gonna just rain. So good practice weather. Even though on Saturday I'm playing at a wedding. Fortunately not outside, but I have to walk quite a big distance to get there. So on a castle in Kronborg in Helsingør. So it's gonna be nice to play there. Oh, and it's hot in Finland. That's nice. And describe hotness because I think that, you know, I think 25 degrees is the perfect temperature. 30 degrees is, yeah, you can go to the beach, but not so much else. Yeah, and I hope it goes great too. Actually, I could have brought another song to play, but I guess I forgot that I could have planned it for my stream. But I'm actually gonna play a Justin Bieber song called "Anyone." It's their biggest wish for the music in the church, and it's gonna be great to play that for them. And actually, sometimes you get to play or do some covers actually for those weddings that you didn't thought about before. That could be interesting to play. So it's kind of a free way to test something out. Aha moments. Yeah, that is true. That you just switch time and it's like you're not here, you're just back in time and getting that. Oh, that's magical. And 33 degrees, that's a lot. But yeah, we should enjoy it while it's summer. And you just got summer holiday, so that's great. Get a cold beer and just enjoy it. So think it's getting better. So I think I'm gonna stick with my plan to when this stream is over, I'm gonna record it while it's hot. That's also a saying in Danish. I think it's a very usual saying, but to forge while the iron is hot, meaning like do things while they're, yeah, I guess you can figure out the rest. Let me just take it once more through, not stopping, and then I'm gonna say that's for today. That was actually a good one. It could be nice if the sound in OBS was as good as recording sound, but I think I have to do it the right way in my software, recording software. And yeah, I think I'm done for today. Or almost. Actually, next time it's still on Sunday, and I think I will do the Oh Sweet Child, Sweet Child O' Mine, and that's also something that I've been booked to play at a wedding, and so that is a new one, and maybe I will be so happy about it that I will, continue to do it. And thank you for listening, for joining, and yeah, so have a good evening and have a good holiday for you guys who got holiday, and have a nice week, and see you Sunday. Bye. Oh, I just have to read this before my strike while the iron's hot. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice evening, and all of the rest.